Guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here today to do my September favorites. I have a good mixture of like old and new. I think about four of the things are actually new to me this month, but I did get them at the very beginning of the month and I have been using them quite often. And I believe everything but one of these products is actually on my face today. Aren't y'all so proud of me? Because I never do that. I'm always like, this is great, this is great. And I'm like, oh crap, I don't have it on my face. But I do have it on my face. This is the same shirt and makeup that I was wearing in my Kevin Aquan Etherealist foundation review. I will put a card up to that. If you have not seen that already, be sure and check it out. And let's get straight into the favorites. All right, so, what do I want to start with? Let's start with this. This is an old product to me. Like I've had it for months. I don't even remember when I hauled it. But it's new because I just pulled it out of my drawer and started using it this month. And I like it. It's the e.l.f. Lock On Liner and Brow Cream. Comes in a little pot like that. And this is in the color light brown. And it is basically a brow pomade. They do call it a liner and brow cream, so I'm assuming maybe they think you're going to use that as a liner, but no. If any of you have watched any of my start to finish tutorials, or you've seen me without my brows, you realize how much work I have to put into them, and I have to use some kind of cream, gel, pomade, something. This one is surprisingly easy to use. The color is great for me. Personally, I like a bolder brow. So I like to go a little bit darker. I have recently colored my hair darker, so it's not as in your face, but you know, sometimes they can be. It's just really easy to apply, and I've had it for so long, and I used it one time, and I don't remember why I didn't put it back out. One of the reasons I love it so much, because when I pulled it back out, it had not dried up at all. It had not dried up. The Anastasia Brow Pomade, I love them, but they dry up so fast that it's impossible to use an entire pot, for me anyways, without it drying out first. And they're $18 or maybe they're $20 now. I don't know. This is e.l.f. so I don't think I paid more than $5 at the most, probably more like $4. So I'm really liking that. And I've been using it every single day. I have not touched, can't get comfortable. I have not touched my NYX brow gel, which y'all know I used every single day before then. Okay, staying on the eyes, I have two things for the eyes. One of which I don't have on today, but I have been using it a lot, and I think it's an amazing product for travel. It's amazing for like a 2-shadow look and you're out the door. And I did a blog post on this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Quad in the Dolce Vita. So those are the colors right there. And what I've been doing, I will say, is I've been using this like kind of cranberry burgundy color in the crease. I've been putting the prime shade just a little bit on my eyelid, and then I'm topping it with this kind of glitter overlay emollient shadow that she's got in all of her quads. And then I use the smoke shade that she calls it right there on my lower lash line. I get a lot of compliments when I use this palette. I don't have colors in my collection exactly like this. Some are similar. I mean, I have a lot of burgundy shades, but this has got a slight bit of shimmer, but it's not enough to keep me from using it in my crease. So I've really been enjoying that, and I do think that it's perfect for travel because it is so compact and you can do a lot of different looks with it. The other eyeshadow I do have on my lids right now, or on my eyes, and it's actually two colors. I use Makeup Geek Creme Brulee as a transition color, and then I use this, and that's it. And then I use this on my lower lash line. And it is, I put it in one of my little Z palettes, but it is a Makeup Forever shadow, and it is the color M846. So it's this really, I mean, it's almost, I guess you can call it a burgundy, but it's also red. I mean, it is a matte color, and that's the swatch right there. In true Makeup Forever fashion, it blends out beautifully. It does not look, it's not like a sickly red once you put it on the eyes, and I just feel like you can do so much with it. You can put it all over the lid for like a very cranberry smoky eye. You can use it like I did today as a one color crease color outdoor. You can use it with a variety of other colors. I think this would play well with warm and cool colors perfectly, which is always a good kind of shadow to have in your collection. So I just really, really enjoy that. Again, it is the M846. I think the name of it is Morello Cherry, I think. Okay, so those are the only eye products, and then I have like 4 face powder products, and then I'm done. Because I really just stuck to like what I liked this month, and other than foundations, didn't try much new things. This is a bronzer, and I don't know. Did I put this in last month's favorites? If I did, that's how much I love it. But it is the Balm Desert Bronzer slash blush from the Balm. And that's it right there. They say it's a bronzer slash blush, but I think they say that because it does have a rosy undertone to it to an extent. And when you swatch it, it does look like it's kind of pink. But I really like this all over my face. It's what I have on as my bronzer. It's the only thing I have on as my bronzer. I don't have any contour or anything like that. So that's the only color that's giving any kind of dimension to my face right now. And I don't think it pulls pink. So I just think it's really nice. It has a slight bit of shimmer, but it's like the NARS Laguna where it does not translate to your face or transfer, or you cannot see shimmer on your face. It's just kind of a nice radiant bronzer. So I really, really, really have enjoyed this. I know Balm is on HauteLook a ton, and they have flash sales on their website, 50% off, so I think it's completely worth it. But they're also available at Kohl's if you wanted to go in and actually swatch it for yourself. This one is probably not going to come to any surprise because I feel like every foundation review I have done, this is the powder I have used to set it. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Loose Powder, and I have got the color Naked Medium Light. These are tinted, colored powders. I don't know if you can see. It is not translucent. You will need to get something that somewhat matches your skin tone. But I can use this when I'm like summer tanned and not summer tanned, and it's not that big of a difference. So it's not like a foundation powder. It's just, they call it a finishing powder, but I use it to set. And it is not too matte. It's not too luminous. It stays on all day. It blurs your pores. It is so, so finely milled. I mean, I'm so impressed by how finely milled this is. I got this because I don't remember what makeup artist. Some makeup artist I follow on Instagram had like a picture of her kit, and she had a ton of these in it, and that's why I got it. And I could totally see why she had a ton of these in it. If I can find more space in my kit, and once I run out of the powders I'm using now, I'm probably going to use these in its place because they're that good. They work on all skin types. Definitely worth a try. Again, because it's a loose powder and because it's offered at Sephora, you can go get a sample. Okay, the next 2-3 things are new to me this month. This one I got during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. This is the Lorac, doesn't have the name on here, but it's their Color Source, I think is what they called, blushes. They had these for $11 one day for their 21 Days of Beauty versus 22, so they were 50% off. This is the color I chose, and it is the color Cinematic. I think it's described as like a rosy nude. I don't know, but that's exactly what it is. It is a rosy nude color. That's the swatch right there. Super, super pigmented, so use the fluffiest blush brush you own and just tap it in. Just tap it in and then build it from there. Because if you go in with like a thicker blush brush, let me show you. These are the 2 blush brushes that I use personally on a daily basis. This is the IT Cosmetics, and this is the Morphe E4. So you can see this is very fluffy, very soft. This is very soft, but it's much more dense and not as fluffy. I use this for my lower pigmented, lighter color blushes. I use this for blushes like this, and I literally just tap it in and tap it on my face. You do not need more than that, or you are going to look like a clown. But I will say they do last forever on the face, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I do think that I'm going to be purchasing more. I need to try to figure out, while I love the packaging and I think it's very sleek and magnetic, I need to figure out how to depot these because I want to make a palette and carry it in my kit. Because right now I carry the Tarte blushes, and I like these way better. All right, 2 more things, and they go hand in hand. I posted an Instagram picture of this, I don't know, last week before last, by the time this gets up. And it is the new MUA highlighter. I got the color, it's the powder highlighter. I got the color Citrine, which is the goldish type color. That's it right here. I will do a swatch in a second. I'm sure you've seen them all over Instagram. I believe this one, at the time that I'm filming this, is still sold out on MUA.com, but I got this on friendsbeauty.com, and hopefully it will not be sold out by the time this goes up there, because as of right now, it's still available. Super fast shipping, super reasonable shipping rates at Friends Beauty, and I really highly suggest them, and they carry a lot of the MUA products, including this. So this is, again, the color Citrine. When I first got it and touched it, I'm like, wow, this almost feels like wet. Like, it's so smooth. But now that I've been dipping my brush so much in the inside, it's getting kind of like a little bit rougher, but the product, the end result is still the same. So this is it right here. Just a beautiful champagne with a tinge of gold undertone. It's not a gold highlighter. It's more of a champagne highlight. I have it on today. I've worn it in pretty much all of my previous videos this month. It's amazing. You can start it out very naturally, very low-key, and build it up from there. And I just think it's beautiful because it is a buildable highlighter, and that is hard to find, in my opinion. It does last all day on my face. And the thing that goes with it that I also posted in that picture is this brush. It is the Makeup Forever 140 wavy brush. So it's just like this. It's a small, it looks dense, but it's not. It's very soft. Still got highlighter on it. If you can see, let me see if I can get into focus. I mean, it has a little bit of a give. But really, you put that highlighter on and you can place it perfectly and blend it out at the same time. It's not a cheap brush. It's not a cheap brush. It's not a Morphe brush, but it's going to last you forever. It's very well made. I love the wood ferrule, or it's a silver ferrule, the wood handle. It's just really high quality, and I really, really suggest it for highlighters. And so this duo is pretty much all I've used since I've gotten this. So that's it. That's all for my favorites. I don't have a foundation this month because I've been trying so many new ones that I haven't been using one regularly. And these are the products that I have been using regularly. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorites were. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't want you to miss on any upcoming videos. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a very blessed day.